Hi, good day. This is Miss LM and we're back again for another math video, and today we're going to talk about deductive reasoning. So in this video, you're going to learn the definition of deductive reasoning and also how are we going to use this kind of reasoning. But before that, let us have this activity first. Write a conclusion depending on the given statements. Number 1. The statements are, Filipinos are hospitable. Bonifacio is a Filipino. What can we conclude about Bonifacio given these two statements? So the answer is Bonifacio is hospitable because he is a Filipino. Okay? Number 2. So the statements are, if points are collinear, then they lie on the same line. Points R, M, and N are collinear. So what can we say or conclude about points R, M, and N that are collinear? So we can conclude that points R, M, and N lie on the same line. Okay? Number 3. The statements are, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. Rhombus is a quadrilateral. So what can we conclude about rhombus? Okay, rhombus is a polygon with 4 sides. Okay? Since rhombus is a quadrilateral, we can conclude that it has 4 sides. Number 4. Statements are, smoking can cause cancer. Thomas is smoking. What can we conclude about Thomas? Since he is smoking, what will be our conclusion? So the answer is, Thomas can have cancer. Okay? So, hindi po siya Thomas can cause cancer, ha? Thomas can have cancer. Kasi nga, madalas siyang nag-i-smoke. Okay? Last item, number 5. So, we have here these statements. An angle is acute if it measures between 0 to 90 degrees. So, as you can see, nandito yung ating hypothesis and then this will be our conclusion. So, sabi dito, angle B is acute. Now, what will be our conclusion about angle B? Again, angle B is acute. And then from the first statement, sabi dyan, an angle is acute if it measures between 0 degrees to 90 degrees. So, we can conclude that angle B measures between 0 to 90 degrees. Okay? So, now, the question is, how did you arrive at your final answers? What did you look for to have your final answers? Okay, so that leads to our topic for today, which is deductive reasoning. Ano nga ba ang deductive reasoning? So, ito yung ginamit natin kanina dun sa ating activity. So, it is based from the given information or the first statement. So, ang tawag natin dito ay isang top-down approach. Meron tayong general information and then nagbigay tayo ng example, saka tayo nakapagbigay ng conclusion about that example. Okay? Again, nag-uumpisa po sa general information. In other words, deductive reasoning is the process of showing that certain statements follow logically from agreed upon assumptions and proven data. So, may sinusunod sila based from the certain statements. This type of reasoning is based on facts, definitions, accepted properties, and laws of logic. Again, nakabase ang deductive reasoning sa facts, definition, accepted properties, and laws of logic. Which is, yun yung kabaligtaran ng inductive reasoning, right? Kaya nga po ang inductive reasoning ay not foolproof because that type of reasoning is based only from observation. Unlike deductive reasoning, meron na tayong facts, meron tayong definition, accepted properties, and laws of logic na ginagamit or pwedeng pagbasihan. Okay? So, this is what trial lawyers do in court. They use deductive arguments to show how the evidence may present proves their case. Okay? So, gumagamit din ang mga trial lawyers ng deductive reasoning. Kasi nga po, this is based on facts, okay? And laws of logic. Deductive reasoning is also used in algebra when we give a reason for each step in the process of solving equations. So, hindi natin namamalayan before pa lang pala, while we are solving an equation or inequality wherein nagbibigay tayo ng reason kung bakit yun yung step natin, deductive reasoning na pala yun, okay? So, for our first example, meron tayo ditong example wherein ang sabi, solve the equation for x and give a reason for each step in the process. So, this is our equation. 4 multiplied to the quantity of 3x minus 8 plus 5 is equals to x minus 5. So, naka-arrive tayo sa final answer by applying different properties, right? And ano-ano nga ba yung properties na ginamit natin? And once na magbigay tayo ng property for these steps, ay yun na po yung nagpapakita ng deductive reasoning. So, first, naging 12x minus 32 yung 4 multiplied to 3x minus 8. So, we can say na gumamit tayo ng applying distributive property. So, dito po yon. Now, from this one, 12x minus 32 plus 5, naging negative or minus 27 na yung 32 and 5. So, anong ginawa natin? So, nag-combine tayo ng like terms. Now, for the next step, ang atin pong positive x from the right side of the equation ay naging negative x na. And then, yung negative 27 natin from the left side of the equation ay naging positive 27 na. So, we can say that we apply addition and subtraction property of equality, or ito yung sinasabi natin madalas na additive inverse. We add the additive inverse to both sides of the equation. Okay? And then next, since nag-apply tayo ng addition and subtraction property of equality, syempre, i-add na natin yan and isusubtract na natin yan, magkakaroon tayo ng 11x is equals to 22. Or we can also say that we combined like terms. So, from this step, patungo sa ating final answer, 11x is equals to 22, then naging x is equals to 2, ano po yung ginawa natin? So, meron tayong applying division property of equality, wherein we divide both sides by positive 11. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng final answer na x is equals to 2. And then, eto pong nandito sa right side natin wherein nagbigay tayo ng reason or properties dun sa ating mga steps. Ito po yung nagpapakita ng deductive reasoning. Okay? So, that's for our example number 1. Let's have example number 2. So, look at the following sets of statements. The first statement says that the sum of two odd numbers is an even number. Again, this first statement is a fact. Next is 3 and 7 are odd numbers. So, what can we conclude about 3 and 7 if they are odd numbers? So, again, the sum of two odd numbers is an even number. 3 and 7 are odd numbers. So, kapag pinag-add natin ng 3 and 7, ang magiging sum niya ay isang even number. So, we can conclude that the sum of 3 and 7 is an even number. Okay? So, next, number 3. So, first statement, if a girl is pretty, then she looks smart. Then, Yuna is pretty. What can we say about Yuna? Since ang sabi sa ating first statement that if a girl is pretty, then she looks smart, we can conclude that Yuna looks smart. Okay? Let's have our fourth and last example. So, we have here the first statement. The catalog states that all entering freshmen must take a mathematics placement test. You are entering as a freshman. So, what can you conclude about yourself as entering as a freshman student? So, based from our first statement, sabi nga dito, kapag daw ikay papasok as freshman student, you must take a mathematics placement test. So, therefore, we can conclude that, there you go, you must take a mathematics placement test. So, that's all for this topic. Ito po muna yung ating examples, but meron pa rin po tayong magiging another lesson about how to make conclusion when it comes to deductive reasoning. So, dudugtungan pa po natin ito, but ito po ay sa susunod na video na lamang. We're going to have loss of syllogism and also loss of detachment para po malinaw sa atin kung paano nga ba tayo dapat magbigay ng conclusion when it comes to deductive reasoning. Okay? So, before I end this video, I have here this last trivia about Euclid of Alexandria. So, Euclid authored these 13 books, collectively known as the Elements, which served as the world's standard syllabus for more than 2,000 years, and whose basis constitutes part of today's secondary school curricula. Likewise, the system's definition and the geometrical axioms which he chronicled have served the world for over 2,200 years. So, unlike Thales, Pythagoras, and Plato, Euclid organized the deductive arguments known at the time. Okay? So, si Euclid yung nakapag-isip or nagbigay ng systems of definitions and geometrical axioms in deductive arguments. Okay? But still, Thales, Pythagoras, and Plato contributes a big part about geometry and other definitions in mathematics. Okay? That ends our video for today. I hope you learned something and wag po kalimutang mag-subscribe, mag-like at mag-share nitong video and comment down below kung ano yung natutunan nyo about this topic and also kung may tanong pa kayo about deductive reasoning. Keep safe everyone. God bless and bye-bye!